What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at this 2021 GMC Sierra. Huge shout out and thank you to Carolina Auto Direct for providing this truck for today's video. Check out the link to their website in the description below. They have a huge selection of really nice pre-owned cars just like this truck, so definitely check them out. And the model that we're looking at today is the Elevation trim level, finished off in satin steel metallic, has a 6-inch rough country lift kit, and has an MSRP just under $60,000. Underneath the hood, this utilizes a 5.3 liter naturally aspirated 8-cylinder engine. This cranks out 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. The engine is paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission and sends the power to the rear wheels. However, of course, we have 4-wheel drive. And with a curb weight around 5,000 pounds and running on a 24-gallon fuel tank, you can expect 15 miles per gallon in the city with 22 out on the highway. The overall length is 241.1 inches, with wheelbase at 147.4, width is 81.2, and stock height is 75.4 inches. However, with the lift kit and wheels, you can expect that to be a lot higher. If we take a look at the styling now, with this 2021 GMC Sierra, we have a massive gloss black grille up front with your GMC logo finished off in red. It has a body colored trim piece around it and has a lot of good road presence. You can see a ton of openings for maximum cooling to the radiator, and you can also see a matching body colored lower front bumper. There's black trim in the lower portion with metal tow hooks. And then there's LED fog lights on the farthest sides of the bumper with nice trim around it. We get a set of LED headlights with LED daytime running lights, and they have chrome housings. There's also a nice trim piece above the grille, and the whole front end ties together very well to make this thing look like a monster. Everything flows to the hood very seamless with a lot of sharp body contours, and it really gives it a taller appearance. Of course, the massive lift kit and wheels give this truck a super high ride height, and then as we make our way to the side profile, you can see some of those sharp lines flowing into these front fenders. You get your 5.3 liter V8 badge with GMC under that, and a nice black piece of trim for the wheel arch. This truck also features a set of 35-inch off-road tires with a 22-inch fuel wheel. The wheel is finished off in a metallic gray that matches the exterior paint color very well. We have a nice beadlock design to it with gloss black trim. Behind the wheels, you can see part of the suspension lift kit that gives us that massive ride height, and there's a nice rough country skid plate up front. You can see the Elevation logo on the front portion of these doors, and then a really sharp line going from the lower portion of the doors. It cuts up towards the mirrors and then has a nice angle as it goes off towards the bedside. We have body colored door handles and then black mirror caps with gloss black trim around the windows. This also has a set of rough country side steps that have a nice design finished off in a powder coated black. And as we make our way to the rear end, you can see the shorter bed with the X31 off-road logo on the back. Same type of fender arch and sharp lines within the bedside, and the wheel and tire setup looks great with this wheel gap. The overall side profile is very proportional with the short bed and full four-door, and especially with the lift kit, it comes together very well. And then moving to the rear end of the Sierra, you can see the red housings for the taillights, and then a lot of nice sharp lines in the tailgate. You have a massive GMC logo and Sierra right under that, as well as an electronic opening button for the tailgate. There's a standard backup camera and an LED light, and then in the bottom right corner we have another Elevation logo. This truck features a body color rear bumper with an integrated side step on both sides of the bumper, and you get a nice integrated dual exhaust system, and then your trailer hitch right in the center with all the connections next to the license plate. So there's a good look at the exterior and some of the specs on this massive lifted 2021 Sierra. Comment below, what do you guys think of this setup? I love the wheels. These are one of my favorite off-road wheels for trucks like this. We now have GMC's key fob. If I go ahead and lock the truck and then hold down the start-stop button, the 8-cylinder engine is gonna roar to life. You can hear it start up, and then by just tapping the button, it'll automatically shut off. And then by just grabbing the door handle, I can press the chrome button and we can check out the interior. We get a black interior with cloth seats, wood trim, and a little bit of silver accents all around. If I go ahead and take a look at the door panel now, finished off in black, we have some black leather along the armrest with some good padding and stitching, more stitching and leather on the back side of the door. We have an aluminum color release handle with lock and unlock, then your grab handle, window controls, and mirror controls up front. There's a ton of storage in this door pocket as well, and then part of the Bose audio system. We have a nice silver aluminum trim piece for the door sill, and then all of your power controls are on the left side of the seat. You can see the cloth design, somewhat of a two-tone fabric, has a really nice look with a little bit of stitching. Making our way up the backrest, you can see all the different materials they use, and we even get some stitching on the headrest. Spinning around to the steering wheel now, we have the GMC logo, some silver accents, and then black leather. And then now inside the truck, keeping my foot on the brake, we can go ahead and fire it up. We have your speedometer over on the right side with your tach on the left, some vital information up top for the engine. If I use the controls on the right side of the steering wheel, I can control through this center LCD screen. You can see we have the fuel range right now. If I continue to scroll down, you can see a lot of the other information that comes up within this truck. If I then click left or right, you can go into your main screen. You can see your home icon. You can continue scrolling over for information, audio can come up as well as navigation, and then your phone. And then going under the settings icon, you can see a lot of the different things that you can change. So I really like how everything is set up for this truck. Taking a look at the steering wheel now, we have all your controls on the left side for your cruise control as well as the heated steering wheel. Then we have the controls over on the right along with Bluetooth and audio. We have your gear shifter select over on the right side, and then your windshield wiper stock is on the left. To the left of the actual steering wheel now, we have one of the air vents and then your trailering mode. You also have four-wheel drive, all of your headlight controls, and the bed light. There's some nice silver trim, black leather, and stitching, and then more of the leather and stitching going across the dashboard. There's a little bit of storage up top, and then more of the leather and stitching goes across the dash. Taking a look at the infotainment screen right now, it's nice and touch screen. We have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. If I swipe over to the right, you can see a few more things. You have a nice shortcut for your climate controls that can all pop up. You have a home icon over here. Then if you scroll all the way over to the left, we have a nice customizable screen. Shortcuts are in the bottom, and then some more information on the right. If I go ahead and put the truck into reverse, the standard backup camera will pop up. You can see the guidelines on it. Tapping this icon, it helps you out when you're trailering. And then if I go ahead and put us back into park, the screen will shut off. Beneath the screen now, we have some shortcuts for the actual screen as well as a volume on-off, a tuning button over on the right, and then physical climate controls are also in the center. We have your fan speed, dual zone temperature. You can easily adjust this with its own LCD screen. You have all the different zones as well, defrost on the left, AC and recirc over on the right. Then we have some icons down below like your downhill control, engine start stop feature. You can press this button for the tailgate. Then you have your hazards and a few more. You have a plug right here for a 12 volt and USBs. You have the controller over here for the trailer braking, and then opening up the far right one, you have a 3-prong outlet. We have a ton of storage space in the center with more of the wood trim and aluminum accents. And then we get 2 cup holders right in the center with added storage, and then more of the black leather and stitching along the armrest with a little bit more storage. Pressing this button right now, this opens up. We have a nice light in here and then a ton of space with extra USB ports. And then on the right side, we have 2 different glove boxes. Opening this one up, you have a pretty good amount of space in here for smaller items. And then the lower one also opens up to reveal a nice large bucket. Then if we close these two, taking a look at the overall interior once more, it's very simple in here, nicely laid out to where it's very easy to use. Good use of materials as well, and a nice seating design. And then if we take a look at the ceiling now, a nice cutout for added headroom. We have garage door openers and then your dome lights. And then to take a look at the rear seat space, I can go ahead and open up the door. The door panel's finished off just like we saw up front. Then we get the same fabric materials for all the seats. This is a 3-seater bench row back here. We have a few amenities like some storage cubbies in the backs of these front seats. You get 2 air vents and USB ports, as well as a 12-volt outlet in the center and then 2 cup holders. If you grab the fronts of these seats, they lift up and lock into place, and you have a ton of floor storage space now with nothing in the way. You can definitely fit a ton of items back here if you're going to be using this as a work truck. And then with a firm pull, we can close these back down. On the backrests, you even have extra storage, which is a really cool touch for the General Motors trucks like this. And then even over on the center, if you pull this handle out, we have a nice armrest with 2 more cup holders. So then sitting in the back of this GMC Sierra, this is a huge truck. I'm 5'11" sitting back here, and I have like 6 or 7 inches above my head, and I have the driver's seat set at my height, and as you can see, I have like a foot of clearance. My feet fit very well. This is incredibly large back here, especially if you have kids or if you're gonna put full-grown adults back here. You have a really good armrest and a huge window to make it feel nice and open. And then like we just saw, if this armrest is out, it's in a really good place for added comfort. We do have a power sliding rear glass for added airflow, and it's definitely super roomy. Onto the bed space, you can double tap the button on the key fob to open it up. There of course is a button on the tailgate and then one on the interior. This bed has a nice spray and bed liner finished off in the black. You can see a GMC logo up front, and then we get a ton of different tie hooks in all the corners of this bed. There's 2 LED lights back here as well, and a power outlet over on the right side. And this tailgate doesn't really weigh much. With one hand I can easily close it. Alright guys, so we are setting off now in the 2021 GMC Sierra with a massive lift kit and the oversized tires and everything. This is a huge truck just driving in it now. you are definitely looking over everything out on the road. We have a big Dodge Ram that I can see, and I am much taller than even this work truck. I love the view out. You have a huge windshield, huge pieces of glass, so you have an insane amount of visibility. And then looking through all of your mirrors and over your left and right shoulder, you have no blind spots. Pretty much every pickup truck is the same. You just have so much glass around you, and since the cab is so close to you, you have a really good view behind. So taking a nice turn now, going 45 miles an hour, this truck feels nice and composed. And with these off-road tires, we're going 55 right now. You don't really hear them, you hear just a little bit, but for how aggressive they are, I like how quiet and comfortable this truck still is. A lot of oversized lifted trucks like this, you kind of get a lot of loose ends and annoying road noise from the tires, but this one seems to be a nicely done truck. The shocks are absorbing the bumps really well. I think the dampers are doing what they need to do, and this drives like a stock truck. We only have 6,000 miles on it, so it's pretty much brand new in my opinion. And of course I like the setup with, I love a lifted truck, and these are one of my favorite wheels. I really love the setup on this one. But driving it, like I said, it feels like a stock truck. You have a nice comfortable seat, and I like how you still get power controls even though this isn't a fully loaded truck. The Elevation is more based off of a standard SLT or something like that, but I like how you do get the touchscreen system. I like with the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Backup camera, of course, is going to be standard, and you get some nice leather accents in the interior. Hitting the brakes, coming to a stop and a sharp turn. I like how composed it is. We'll get up to some speed now, just giving it a little bit of gas. This is not the most powerful engine available. Half throttle, we're up to 40 and about 50. So that was all less than 4,000 RPM. Of course, this truck is good at towing. It can handle that type of workload. And when properly equipped, you're talking around 11,000 pounds for towing. The gas one isn't gonna do as well as the Duramax options, of course. Those ones can tow a lot more and really hold their own for towing. But this one though, even with its capabilities and everything like that, you can still tow, a 5,000, 7,000 pound boat, something like that. You're gonna feel it a little bit, but it's still very capable. But I like the get up and go you get in this. You can also get the 6.3 or 6.2 liter V8, which has even more muscle. There's a 3 liter Duramax, and then of course you can get the 2500 trucks that are the full-on diesel trucks. But with this truck, you get a really good blend of everything. I like how easy the interior is to use as well. I think General Motors does a pretty good job just keeping it simple. I don't like a million buttons and clutter everywhere. I like it to be a little bit more simple, just so I don't have to focus on figuring out all the different buttons. And if we get back up to some speed now on a straight road, I love how the icons on the navigation screen are really large and you can clearly see them, and they're even color coordinated. You have blue around the audio, yellow around the phone, and you can easily see the climate button with the red ring. So I think that's a nice little touch, and that even corresponds to down here with all these shortcuts. You can see those same colors, so you don't even have to know what the logo looks like or says. You can just see the color in the corner of your eye and just quickly tap it without even having to focus on that. So that's a really cool touch. The interior use of materials, this does look pretty much identical to the Chevy Silverado. There's pretty much no difference between a Silverado and the Sierra in this generation. I'm sure with the new generations coming soon, hopefully they do a good job of differentiating the two trucks, but this is exactly the same truck from General Motors across the board. However, of course, you get the GMC logo, so that's about the only difference. But you get a nice interior, everything's clean like I said. You get a little bit of plastic on the dash, but it is a nice soft touch material, so nothing feels cheap in it. You have a lot of storage, even storage on the sides right here, so it definitely is well put together and I think super usable. So then we'll do somewhat of a 3-point turn. We're in a big truck, as you can see. Going into reverse now, backup camera. You don't have to turn the steering wheel too many times to go lock to lock. And a backup camera, super HD. Of course, we had a side road right here, so I didn't have to make a 3-point turn. But I like how it is pretty maneuverable for what it is. You can still turn the wheels really far, and I haven't heard any rubbing at all with these bigger tires. A 35 is not too crazy for this truck, so this is a really good balance of the size and styling, but it's not overboard with, a 37 or something where you're just gonna rub like crazy. So we get back onto the main road one more time and just giving it a little bit of gas. I definitely like how the 8-speed transmission delivers the power. A 10-speed is available as well for the 2021 model year, but even with this truck not having the crazy capabilities of the engine and drivetrain, this one does what it needs to do, and it's definitely a smooth truck to drive. So I think that's about it for this 2021 GMC Sierra. Lifted wheels, tires, definitely a sick setup. I love the color combo with the gray on gray for the wheels and paint color. Huge shout out and thank you to Carolina Auto Direct. They have a huge selection of pre-owned 2021 vehicles like this Sierra. Definitely check them out. They have a really cool selection of awesome vehicles. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for plenty more content to come, and I'll see you guys next video.